Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Papa's Model Workshop. I'm Papa. This is my workshop. Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you. Christmas was a couple of days ago, and I hope all of you had a great Christmas. And for those of you who celebrate Hanukkah or any other holiday at this time of the year, I hope yours was a great one. We're a couple of days away from New Year's Eve, so if you're going to go out celebrating, do so in moderation. Don't be overindulging and driving, okay? So this is going to be another Papa's Quick Hits. And today's hit is going to center around taking chrome off of a piece. Now, I mentioned in the last video, or maybe it was two videos, I can't remember, but at some point in the recent past, I mentioned that my friend Jolene Toomey was getting into modeling for the very first time. Yay, Jolene. And she sent me an email this morning and wanted to know, how do you take chrome off of a piece? She's building the MPC Cougar. I don't know what year that Cougar is. She may have mentioned it to me, but I can't recall. But she wanted to make the bumpers gold. So she wanted to know how to take the chrome off of the bumpers. So I've done this before. This is the 1966 Chevy Fleet Side, and I wanted my Fleet Side to have flat white bumpers, okay, and up here around the headlight bezels and in the grill and so forth. So I needed to take the chrome off of this so I could paint this a flat white. Jolene wants to go with a gold color on her bumpers. So here we have a bumper, all right, clearly in the, whoops, I'm dropping it. Hang on. Clearly in the chrome that came in whatever kit this came from. So let's go back into the workshop and let's see how we can go about doing that, okay? Okay, gang, we're back here at the paint bench, and this is our part that we're going to take the chrome off of, okay? What I do is I simply use Clorox, okay? And I have a Tupperware bowl here, which is kind of neat because, you know, when I put this part into the Clorox, I'm going to want to rinse it with water. So I have two bowls here that are kind of connected into one, so that makes it convenient. So the one thing I will recommend, because Clorox, you know, this can be rather toxic to use, so I would suggest, number one, wearing latex rubber gloves when you're handling this, okay? And just as an added safety precaution, I would recommend some kind of eye protection, all right? Simply because when you're pouring this in, you don't want a random splash or drop to come up and maybe hit you in the eye. The chances of that happening are probably pretty small, but you know what? A lot of accidents, you know, are unplanned, weird things that happen, and it doesn't cost anything just to wear that, okay? Just my suggestion. All right, so I'll tell you what, let's put a little bit of Clorox in here. Hang on, let me get my hands free here, okay? And I'm only going to put in just a little bit. I don't need a whole lot, okay? That's about as much as I'm going to use. Can you see that? All right. And just simply put my part in. Now I'm going to let that soak in there for maybe about 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm not going to make you sit here and watch this de-chrome for 20 minutes. So we'll pause this and we will get back to it. Okay, gang, we're back, and this has only been in for 5 minutes. And let's take this out, okay? And you can see there's our piece, all right, with all the chrome removed. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the container in the back here, the second compartment, and rinse it in water, okay? And I will then grab a paper towel and dry this. All right. Pretty quick and easy. Now, what I told Jolene in the email that I responded to this morning was to take a toothbrush. Hang on. All right. This is an old toothbrush. In fact, this is the toothbrush that I use for my Dawn and water rinse when I open up a brand new kit. All right. And to just go over this with the toothbrush. Let me get rid of this. There we go. Okay. All right. And I'm just going over that. All right. And I also told Jolene, you may want to go over this with, a sanding stick, maybe 1,500 or 2,000. Let me find a sanding stick. Hang on. Okay, so I've got a sanding stick. This is a 2,000 grit sanding stick, okay? And I'm just going to dip it right in the water. Make sure you make, a mental note of where your Clorox is and where your water is, okay? You don't want to drip this or dip this in the Clorox, all right? This is 2,000, all right? And I'm just going over that very lightly, okay? And this is actually in pretty good shape. This will just, if you have any little tiny pinhole size pieces of that chrome left on there, this will take it off, okay? And then I'm going to rinse it again, all right? And then I will dry this again. I rinsed it because in case any of those little pieces of chrome are remaining on there from the sanding that I just did, you don't want a little speck to be caught up on there, and that's the reason why I'm rinsing it again. Okay, and hang on, Butterfingers here, I am dropping it. And okay, so you want this to be 100% completely dry. All right. So the entire time this took me to do this was about 10 minutes. It was inside the Clorox for about 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes is what it took to rinse this, go over it with a toothbrush, wet sand it with the 2,000 sanding stick and dry it all off. So about 10 minutes and we're all good to go. All right. If you want to put gold on here, as Jolene is planning on doing, you can use your Mr. Surfacer, okay, primer, okay, or Tamiya. All right. If you want to shoot it with an airbrush, that's fine. You could do that too. In that case, I would recommend Stynylrez. Or the Kaleido white primer, okay? And or if you're going with gold, I suppose you could even go with a black primer. That might work. But just in a straightforward fashion, you can go with the white primer, I think, would be a little bit more straightforward. But that's up to you. Test on a spoon, see which way you want to go, okay? So this is Papa's Quick Hit number 2. And I got a very favorable response from all of you. You seem to like this, so I think we'll continue with this. And this is basically how the quick hits are going to go. A specific item will be demonstrated in 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes time, and that'll be it. If you want to visit my sponsor, okay, there you go. Put in that discount code right there for a discount on all Kaleido. Kaleido paints. Yes, on all Kaleido paints, Kaleido accessories, or gallery airbrushes and accessories. Okay, right there. And if you want to shop on Amazon for those products, you can do that too. It's a different discount code. There you go. This is all lowercase. All right. So if you would like to get your gallery or Kaleido products on Amazon, that is the way to go. If you want a shop card, there's the email address right there. Okay. And I will be happy to send out a shop card for you. All right. And Sam's Model Mayhem contacted me this morning. He wanted a shop card, so I'm going to send his shop card out in tomorrow morning's outgoing mail. And if you would like to swap shop cards, there's the mailing address right there. All right. And that will do it for today. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Costs you nothing. And give me a thumbs up. It helps with the channel. It helps immeasurably. So please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It really does help. All right, folks, that's going to be it for Papa's Quick Hits number 2. So all of you have a wonderful new year. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.